Hello, 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 and it's Thursday. It's not Wednesday, so yes, your day is correct. It is Thursday. We had to take the Wednesday off for a special occasion in my life because my wife's birthday was yesterday. So probably wouldn't have been right to do a live show.
Sorry, honey, I can't do it this night. I gotta
Yeah,
talk
we
to my,
got to
I
put
gotta
the
talk to my
brakes on your
internet people.
right. Yeah, we gotta take pump the brakes on your birthday here so I can do live show. But no, it's Thursday. It's time for another edition of Two Legs Live, and it's Tom Hunyadi. It's Andy Nichols. Andy, what's going on, my friend?
Good evening, sir. Another week down and another week closer to the fest, and
Yes.
yeah, that'll be ramping up and getting very excited. Another week in a week or so, I'll be heading to Chicago.
Yes. Heading to Chicago, meet all of our Beatle buddies. You're going to be doing some panels, I believe. And I don't know if you got the schedule yet, but maybe next week or whatever, you can let everybody know what exactly you'll be
Yep,
doing. You know,
it's not out yet, but when we get the schedule, we'll share it. We'll share it along, so we
yeah.
know where everybody is. We haven't done
There's
it yet, but we'll check it out. Hello, Kit.
hello, Kit, Ollie, Brad, Christian. How you doing, everybody? Whoever's watching, please let us know if you're there. And there's my cousin Duke, Mr. David Gargalino, who was already mentioning what we should talk about, and I'm sure we'll get to that in a few minutes. And you
Yeah,
know,
he texted us about that, which I saw. Joe did a little quick video on it and stuff.
right?
It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm sure it's certainly shaping up to be a busy fourth quarter if you're a Beatles fan.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
Sun
Yes.
Dodger, knock knock, Tom, Susan, how
Hey,
you doing?
Susan.
Yep.
Yes,
Um,
Tom Brennan. That's pictures at an exhibition by ELP in the background for me. Yes.
always progging somewhere. You always
Somewhere
got
there's
some prog going on.
somewhere there's Prague. It's there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello, Heidi.
Yeah. Want to invite Kid up for a few minutes, or talk
Sure.
about this revolver? Talk
We
about
can have
the
we can have Kid on.
yeah.
Sure.
Kid, if you want to come on up, Andy will send you the link and come on up, and we could talk about these
Stand
couple
by, Kid.
important couple releases.
I can do that. Give me one
Yeah.
second, Kid, while I send that to you. Hold on. Kid says hopefully the fest schedule will be out this weekend. Good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna post it here.
Ah.
Kid, there you
Okay.
go.
All right, Rob, how you doing? Paulina, it's always good to see you. Thanks for being here. And when Kit pops up, we'll talk for a few about these possible upcoming
Well,
releases.
we knew the one was going to be coming sooner or later.
Right, right.
Um,
Hot rumors, absolutely,
hot.
Susan.
Yeah. Billy Spleen says can't wait to meet Kit and Andy at the Beetle Fest. Oh, looking forward to meeting
Awesome,
you, Billy.
excellent, excellent. That'll be a good time. I mean, I'm happy for you, Andy, that you're going to be going and partaking in a bunch of panels. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it'll be New Jersey, New York all over again. But
Hmm.
apparently the hotel's bigger than the one we were
Oh,
at.
really? Okay.
Apparently, from what Kit tells me, yeah.
Hmm. Gotcha.
So, and this is right in Kit's backyard, so I'm expecting that hometown VIP treatment. We'll see.
Hey Nick, how you doing?
Hello, Nick.
Uh,
But yeah, I mean,
anyway,
like I think it'll be like a fourth quarter like 2018 when we had the White Album and the Red Rose box and Imagine and the Imagine Sessions box. It's the way it's looking from
hmm
what the rumors say. That's what it
right.
looks like it could be.
Yeah, we Joe and I met Billy at New York or New Jersey Fest. Excellent.
Robert S., the man. Robert
Robert
S.
S.
Robert S., who does not like the Who Sell Out. Tisk tisk.
Robert, I loved your Elton John countdown
Ranking, yeah.
video.
Yes,
Yeah.
he ranked all the Elton John albums. I like the ranking. He went with the self-titled number one, which I
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
Tom loved.
I picked up a few of those CDs as well. I picked up songs from the West Coast. I've been listening to
That's an
that.
essential.
Yeah,
That's,
I've been listening to that, and it's really really good. I'm enjoying it.
what else did you get?
Was it Made in England? I think I
Made in
picked up.
England. Yep.
Yeah, picked that one up, and one other one that's escaped me. But it was one of the more 2000s on releases.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Songs on the West Coast for me is
oh, at the Paul McCartney concert. Okay.
the McCartney show.
All right.
Yeah, the McCartney concert. Yeah. Well, who wasn't at that show? I know somebody who wasn't at that show who should have been, and they're watching right now. And you.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna leave that
Oh,
out.
and they're watching right now.
And they're watching, and they should have been there too. And they're kicking themselves every day that they didn't go.
Oh, I bet. That
You know
person
who I'm
is.
talking about.
uh,
Yeah. So we sent it out, but yeah, we should see. I mean, Punk Guy. Hello, Punk Guy. Yes. Hello, Ollie. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we could just jump into it. I mean, so really, the buzz is that we're going to get Revolver in sometime in New York City in the fall.
Right. Okay. Well, let's start with Revolver first. There was talk. Was like 2 years ago, a year ago, about Revolver and Rubber Soul being
putting them together.
On. Yeah, putting them together.
Yeah.
And let's I guess Paperback Writer and Rain, you would think would also be included in the set. I would you would hope.
Absolutely.
Give that the remix treatment as well.
Just like Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane were
right.
in Pepper.
Yeah, exactly. So, but as far as again, I'm not a big bootleg guy, so I don't know what's really out there for outtakes or demos, different takes.
I'll tell you what, as somebody who's listened to all the bootlegs from those era, you get a lot of monitor mixes, and I'm not sure if you know what monitor. Like you hear monitor mixes. There's some demos. They're very crude, of Lennon doing some. She said. There's some demos out there, but there's not a whole lot out there. Again, there's monitor mixes. I'm sure you Beatles collectors out there that listen to. There's loads of monitor mixes. There's our friend in the background. Let's get her lined up, and we're gonna. And the queen of all Beatles media will be coming in here in a minute. Real quick, Susan asks a question for Andy. Knowing you got a master's on Liverpool Beatles studies, do you know anything about the upcoming Journal of Beatles Studies being published in September by Liverpool University? Susan, I do not. Hello, Kit. I do not know anything about that because I went to Liverpool Hope University. I did not go to the University of Liverpool, but I could certainly look into it for you because I have enough contacts over there. So I can look into that Journal of Beatles Studies and get back to you. So if you want to send me give us an email address or send me an email at Two Legs, I'll look into it for you for sure.
Cool. And we've got the one and only, the Queen, Kid O'Toole. Looks like now. Did you have to run in the house real quick and throw on some red lipstick? And,
I did. Busted. Busted. I had to get my computer out, and then I'm like, I gotta throw some lipstick on.
Oh boy.
I'm surprised you don't have like a like red lipstick at your at arm's reach at all times.
I should and I just like, I gotta look good for this.
That's right. No, thank you.
It's two Maca heads with 88 versions of McCartney 3.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see you, Kit.
Oh, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for having me on. I'm gonna have to make this a little short because Tom, you'll know this more. I'll have to pick up dinner in a little while from Portillo's.
Oh, Portillo's, huh?
Yep,
nice.
yep. Yeah. Andy, if you're spending more time in Chicago, I'd take you to Portillo's. It is the best hot dogs, real Chicago hot dogs. Yum.
Well, it was the Italian beef
and the Italian beef.
The combo was what I love is when they you got yourself a nice hoagie bun. They do the Italian beef, then they do the Italian sausage. Okay, then they dip it in the au jus. The whole thing.
Yep.
And then they put the giardiniera on top and forget about it. I mean,
we don't see. The problem is though, if you're Italian though, Tommy, you don't say hoagie, okay?
No.
You don't say hoagie.
No. But still,
that's a disgraziata of the highest.
But it's no big deal. Then when you're eating it, you gotta lean into it.
You got it.
Because I mean, one bite and then everything, the juices and everything are just falling down. The bread's already wet from being dipped in the au jus. But when they get that giardiniera on there and just adds that extra level of heat.
The giardiniera is the best. It is the best. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to say that for another trip because I think my time is going to be confined to whatever is at the O'Hare airport, and at the Hyatt Regency, which obviously you said has more restaurants, so thank God for that.
It does. Right. It does. It has a lot more restaurants and everything. And hi, everybody. Some people are saying hi to me in the comments. Yeah. Hi, everybody. And so, the fest, as the kids say, is going to be lit. And,
it's going to be lit, huh? Yeah. Anyways.
And no, it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yes. Billy says Portillo's hot dogs are the greatest in the world.
Yes, they are.
Maybe we can get an Uber Eats delivery to the hotel.
Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe we should.
I should have. I should have took you there because we've got a couple out here now.
Oh, that's right.
Here in Arizona. Yeah.
When I was out there.
Yeah. But anyways, so let's get back to Revolver.
Sorry.
We were talking about Revolver.
Remix and
sometime New York City, but Revolver first. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I am so excited about this. I mean, I've been waiting for this for so long. I hope this is accurate, that it's coming out this fall. And I'm just so excited about it. I mean, I hope there are going to be deconstructions of Tomorrow Never Knows. Right. I am waiting for things like that. I am just so psyched for this.
I just want to like 3 minutes, like the whole of Tomorrow Never Knows. The opening, the sound effects. Yep. I just want loops. I don't want to hear no lyrics or anything like that. I just want
the
3.5 minutes.
Yeah, let's hear the evolution of Tomorrow Never Knows from start. Yeah. To finish loops, the whole nine, the piano banging at the end of the track as it trails off, all that.
Right.
Exactly. Yep. I would love to hear that. And even, things like, She Said. I mean, there's so many tracks that, can be deconstructed
here. But there really aren't a lot out there bootlegged. From that period. There's a couple of home demos of She Said when John actually wrote it as he said, but there's not a ton out there.
No, not much. Yeah, I think there's some demos, but kind of fragments and, things like that. But I mean, I would love to hear some outtakes and,
Right. That's why you got to think that it also include Paperback Writer and Rain in there as well. Because if there's not a lot there, if we're only going to get let's say we get a 2 CD, 1 CD of just bonus stuff, and then the CD, the remixed album, I'll be fine with that. I just want to really just I'm looking forward to hearing what they do with it. It's very exciting stuff.
And from the source that we were told on is that they're going to work backwards from Revolver. And go backwards. So
I didn't hear that. Oh, interesting.
Sam, how do you pronounce his last name? O'Kell. Okay. David sent us a text earlier stating that this is what he's saying now. Is this they're starting this and now going back.
They're going to go back. They're going to go Revolver.
We're going to go back.
Back to the future.
Let's go back and back.
Yeah, we got to go back.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. Anyways, I would love that.
Now, you wonder, obviously. So it sounds like they're going to do Revolver standalone. They're not going to package it with Rubber Soul.
Yeah,
which you would have thought they would have done.
Exactly. Yeah, because as George always said, he thought of them as like bookends. So that would have been natural. But that's okay. I'm not going to complain.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah. Rory on at the bottom here is what your take on the rumor that there might be a release of Wings Over Europe. I don't believe in that one bit. I know our friend Beatly Tone did a video about that, but so with all this release of the Wings merchandise on the PaulMcCartney.com, I think personally all it is just to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Wings Over Europe.
The
To me,
tour.
I think the tour. Yeah, that's it. They're not. I don't think they're going to release that.
I know everybody
as
wants
standalone.
that. They want their own album. They, those people, they want a standalone release, and I understand that. But then, what's the incentive for the people that bought the live box? If you bought the live box, you got the live album.
Right.
Yeah. So I personally don't think it's going to happen. And our buddy Ethan's here. How you doing?
Hello, Ethan.
Hey, Ethan.
And then what were you talking about, the Back to the Egg videos?
So I noticed today, those of you that might have scrolled the Hoffman Forum, I had a lot of time this week to read up on stuff online. And I saw on the Hoffman Forum, a lot of people who have Back to the Egg videos on their YouTube channels were all of a sudden pulled off their channels, which a lot of people said happened before when the other archive stuff was about to come out and get announced. So a lot of Back to the Egg content that was on people's channels has all been taken down. Interesting. Don't know anything, but
so this could be a clue to maybe a Back to the Egg archive release coming hopefully this year.
Let's hope.
Yeah. You figure now that we're in August, so we would, let's say if it's like an October release or November, we would hear soon.
Yep. Exactly.
Saying, I read that they said that a couple of years ago, we didn't hear until October about the Wings Live box, which came out in December, and that was announced in October. So there wasn't a lot of lead-in time there.
No.
6 weeks maybe.
Yeah, well, and of course that'd be right in time for the holidays. So right in time for Christmas. So that would be, that would be a natural time to do it.
See, Susan's also surfing the Hoffman forums as well.
Yeah. So we have our friend here, Mr. Beatly Tones.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
Hey.
Yeah, we were just talking about you, and congratulations on getting 1,000 subscribers and your 1-year anniversary on YouTube.
Nice.
And go over and head over to Beatly Tone's Beatle channel and check it out and subscribe to his channel. He does a lot of really cool videos, and the latest one was about just what we were talking about, the possibility of the Wings Over Europe CD being released. I personally don't think so. But you never know. I mean, listen, if he's going to put all this effort into releasing merchandise on his website, maybe, you would think there is a possibility. I get that. But then again, he only did the 50 of the little desktop things, and that's to indicate the 50th anniversry.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, and I'm still really upset about that one.
I can tell. You haven't let that go yet.
So,
but anyways, go ahead.
I was going to shift it to. I wanted to get Kit's take on Sometime New York City, because I don't know Kit's feelings on that record, and I'm very curious to hear what she thinks about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of my favorite Lennon albums. I mean, it's got some interesting moments on it, and I will say, Elephant's Memory rocks on that album. I mean, they really do. I mean, some people say, they were kind of, they weren't altogether polished and all. Well, that's what made them great, I think. I mean, it fit the tone of that album.
And garage band.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, even on actually one of my favorite tracks on there is We're All Water, because they cook on that. I mean, they really do. And I actually kind of like the lyrics on that. I mean, it's just like, it's really kind of, as I said, kind of a jamming track. It's very of its time, for sure. And New York City is I like that that
that's
track.
pure rock. That's pure Lennon rock and roll.
Exactly, and again, it's a snapshot of where they were at that time, what they were involved in, and everything. Some of the other songs are, a little heavy-handed. Yeah, it's sort of hit or miss for me. Let's put it that way. And it's yeah, Dylan. It's I kind of agree. It's actually one of my favorite tracks. Is "We're All Water."
Our good friend Dylan Seavey, and our musical contributor. Thanks for being here, my friend. Good to see you.
Hello, Dylan. Nice to see you on the chat here. It's so rare that he chimes in these days.
Yep.
He's a busy guy.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be interested to see what they do with the anniversary release. I mean, I'll get it. Don't worry. But and we'll cover it on Talk More Talk.
Right.
But it's not, Beatles Tones said the outtakes will be interesting. Yeah. And I'll be interested to hear some of the outtakes, even from Elephant's Memory.
The interesting thing too is how they're going to present it. You know how they usually do like an unboxing video.
Are they going to bundle this with like the one-to-one concert from the
Garden? Too, but I'm talking about like when they do the video, like on the John Lennon YouTube channel, they'll do an unboxing video where they take the box and they unbox it, and they play music while they're doing that. And I'm kind of curious as if they would play, "Woman Is the End of the World" while they're doing that.
This release will be centered around the song "New York City," in my opinion.
Right.
If I had to guess, it's sometime in New York City. They'll use New York City as kind of like the central focal point of the album. If they're going to feature it in an unboxing video, that's how I would think they would do it. That's how they'll get around the whole "woman is the the world" thing.
Yeah. And then hopefully, we'll get that 1-to-1, which from my understanding has been done for years.
I've heard that too.
It's time. Let's get it out.
What do you guys know about the Frank Zappa having a beef with some of the stuff that John and Yoko took from him and put on that live album, the live jam on the second disc? Because apparently Zappa had a beef about a lot of that stuff. John and Yoko taking credit for a lot of that music that he wrote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember what that whole story was that they, when they went and released it, I think, and they thought it was just a jam, and didn't Frank say no, that's something I wrote.
Yeah.
And oops. And that was actually sort of a cover that that we did. So yeah, he did have a beef with them for a long time over that. And I don't know, was that Scumbag?
Yeah, I believe
that. Yeah. Jamrag.
Jamrag.
Yeah. And I think I don't know. I mean, hopefully they've reached an agreement with the Zappa estate. I'm not sure, but I do remember hearing.
What I think that does tell us is that most of us in Beatleland don't play disc 2 of Sometime in New York City. That's what that means.
I don't really anyway. No offense to Zappa fans. But I don't really play that on the regular anyway.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, kudos to them for doing it, but just not something I.
If I was on a deserted island that was surrounded by maybe hundreds and hundreds of miles of water, and my choices were to listen to Frank Zappa's complete discography or try to swim somewhere else, I'd pick the swimming.
Oh no!
I'd take my chances on the swimming.
Brother, I'm with you. I'm not a Zappa guy either. I'm just not.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate his commitment, his passion, but it's just never. I've just never really gotten into it, but I'm sorry all the Zappa fans watching out there.
What they'll do to frame Sometime in New York City in 2022 is they're going to just say, look, this is John, who always wrote how he felt in the moment, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what in 1971 too. Mm-hmm. He was fresh, arriving in America, and this is where he was at. So anybody trying to look at it and tear him down or say, it's just he disowned that album before the end of his life. So I mean, so I just have to think about it as you said, Kit, of the time.
Yeah. It's definitely, although as Paulina points out, a song like Sisters Oh Sisters, would certainly have some connections to today. So some of it does, you could make some parallels to today. So it's but definitely I predict there will be a lengthy essay in this in the book.
Right. There's got to be literature about, explaining about some of the songs and how, people don't need to really can't be offended.
There is going to be a lengthy essay that's going to say, this is where
this is why. And in fact, it's a saying that Yoko Ono actually said in 1968.
Right. Yeah, Yoko came up with that line.
She came up with that line.
Right.
Exactly.
Just like a lot of Imagine was from Yoko as well.
Right.
So
I mean, they are going. Yeah, they're going to have to put it in terms of the politics of the time, what John and Yoko were involved in, who they were involved in with in the in New York, and so I mean, once they put it into context, it makes sense, But so they will definitely have to do that, and it would make then the album. Make a lot more sense lyrically and that kind of thing.
Because I'm sure there'll be people out there that'll try to spin it in a negative way.
Right.
Unfortunately, this is not one of his greatest, this is not one of their best works. Well, Yoko, I mean, that's some really good stuff on here, but in terms of John, not necessarily maybe his best work, but you know what? Their heads were, in the right place, with some of their thinking, maybe a little naive in other places. But again, like you say, I mean, this is where they were at that time.
Yeah, and I think both of them even said at one point, we were kind of naive back then.
You think about it, he comes out with such a 1-2 punch with Plastic Ono Band and Imagine, and then does this crazy 45-degree turn with Sometime in New York City, and you're like, whoa, like the train has been derailed. I mean, because those first two true solo records were absolutely incredible pieces of music, and to come out with something that was so controversial and not really, it was so not like him to do that. But then again, that was how he was.
And then, of course, when he came out with Imagine, he learned about, you can still have political messages and all, but just don't hit people over the head with a hammer with it. You can do it in a more subtle,
like George with Living in the Material World a little bit, where maybe it might have been a little too preachy, with that album. Here's John maybe being a little too political.
Yeah, exactly. Learn to do it in a different way. Yeah, exactly.
All I know is that I'm sure Joe Mayo is going to get a free copy.
Yeah, right.
He might. Sean and Yoko, they've been consistent on giving their, that small group, copies of the box set. So that's really cool.
And that's smart. Good marketing.
Yeah, good marketing. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I mean, is it is it going to sell well? I don't know, but I mean, us hardcores are hardcores. We're going to get it. I mean, so I'm looking forward to another box set from the John camp, and it should be released. I mean, even if that song is probably the one song.
And if they do the evolution mixes like they've been doing with all the previous ones, then that'll be interesting to hear songs like New York City or The Luck of the Irish or Sunday Bloody Sunday or Angela. Let's hear those songs evolve as they demos, taking it all the way through the finished version. I follow the same format, and I think you'll have a nice package that'll be interesting to hear. Less politically about what it is, but listen to it first.
Right. Beatles Tone brings up a good point too with the IRA. With Luck of the Irish and Sunday Bloody Sunday. I'm sure. So it just wasn't here where some feathers were ruffled.
Yeah, good point.
Sort of say. So yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is Robert S. It'll sell better than Ringo's next EP.
Oh, ouch!
You know what though? I agree with him though. So.
Oh no, poor Ringo.
You've been real grouchy on Ringo lately.
I'm done. I'm done with the stick.
We got to hear let's hear the rest of the EP first. Let's hear the rest.
Now listen, Zoom In, Zoom Out was a very good EP. I enjoyed that.
That was good.
Very good.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. But let's hear the rest. I mean, yes, I'm not thrilled with the first single either, but let's hear the rest.
Right.
Yeah. Here you go, Dylan Stevie. Here you go. Yeah. If people don't care to look contextually into any of the songs, that's their issue.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. That is very true.
They want to remain ignorant on the situation, and that's their problem.
But Susan loved the "Sometime in New York City" cover. That's the best. She was the best thing about the album.
Right.
Was a good cover.
Fair enough.
That was a good cover. You're right, Susan. Absolutely. And good. I see Robert S. He loves Zoom In. Thank you.
It's just an interesting. It's almost like a historical document. If you look at the original copy of "Sometime in New York City," you've got the petition for John and Yoko to stay in. Or my copy has it anyway. The album came with a piece of paper saying, we signed, wish John and Yoko to stay in the country, and you could mail it. You could mail it back to your local congressman. So all those things were included with the album, which is like looking at a little bit of a time capsule, really.
Exactly.
Highlight Max Edison's question here. Yeah, give me 1 minute. Dylan hit us up there with a few comments. Maxwell Edison says, do you think the Harrison estate will ultimately release all of George's Apples albums as deluxe box sets and then do the same for the Dark Horse albums?
I do. I mean, they've said as much. They've said as much before the All Things Must Pass set came out. They said they were going to do All Things. They said they were going to do Living in the Material World. They said they were going to do Concert for Bangladesh, which should have, where is it? It should have came out this year. Or next year. Last year it should have came out. Was the anniversary.
Yeah. There was a little bit of a crate that had to get delivered to some people's houses.
Well, we had to get a crate. We had to get a very expensive crate first.
I knew this was coming. He had to taunt me. He taunts me every time. Those gnomes.
With the gnomes.
Yes.
The gnomes.
Give Kiss a kiss.
I just leave him on my fireplace.
He's got a little red lipstick on his mustache here. We got to get that off here.
Yeah. So who knows? Yeah, but Concert for Bangladesh should be that should definitely be out again.
Yeah. I'm thinking we need an upgrade. Yeah, I mean the DVD came out in 6, 7, or 8, something like that, right around that time.
Yeah.
I remember buying it when it first came out. So yeah, we definitely need a Blu-ray upgrade.
I don't know if all the George's Apple albums are going to get deluxe sets. I mean, are we going to get a deluxe box of Dark Horse? And
why not? I mean, if there's material to release, I mean, if there's a bottom of a barrel to scrape, then they should do so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I like that. Put that on a T-shirt. The bottom of the barrel to scrape.
Great. Yeah.
Oh man.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I have to go and pick up those hot dogs.
Enjoy, kid.
Yes.
I will. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up.
Oh, this was fun. All right. See you guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Beatles Tone said. Guys, did you know Amazon are doing some great deals right now on the All Things Must Pass 50th box sets for those? I did see that, Peter.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you can get the 8 LP and the CD box set at a reduced price now.
Excellent. Okay. Well, they must have some extra copies left over.
I guess.
Funny, Rob.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, looking forward to these sets. You got the A's for Apple Volume 4 coming soon, so we got that to look forward to. We got the Ringo EP as well. Possibility of still getting Back to the Egg and/or London Town as well. So let's hope that we get at least one of those.
Yeah. You got Bruce Spizer's next release on Rubber Soul and Revolver coming out in September. So Bruce Spicer has done, well. You know Wes's comment?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Wes.
Yeah.
Hey, where there's money to throw, I'll throw it, I guess.
Yes. All things
Yes,
must
you do,
pass.
Nick.
Yeah. Yes,
Oh
we do.
wow, 40 pounds. Wow.
Which is about, help me with my friends across the pond. 40 quid is about what, 70 US dollars now? Without doing the math on my phone. I always forget the conversion rate. It's not quite double.
No, not quite double. No.
Not quite. I always remember it's not exactly quite double, a little bit less. But we'll see. I mean, that was last July when with the All Things Must Pass came out, which is just crazy. But see, you already got Living in the Material World. That got a nice little re-release in a box set, a small
a CD set. I mean, I don't think that was released on vinyl though.
In 2017.
Yeah, but not that. Here, do I have? No, I got rid of that. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, that was for the 30th anniversary, wasn't it? Just kind of like the All Things Must Pass got a 30th
Well, it was a little.
anniversary.
That came out.
So
in 2000, that came out in 2006.
2003. No,
Six.
that box set. Really?
Six.
Okay.
6.
All right.
So it wasn't a coincide with any re-release. It just was a box, and you got a CD reissue of it. But no.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think box sets of Dark Horse or Extra Texture are really warranted. I don't think so. I really don't.
If you're gonna do one for some time in New York City, I think you can still do one for Dark Horse and Extra Texture.
Are you talking two different? You're talking the John Market and the George Market.
I understand. Well, you're just talking about the Beatle market in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you figure
it's largely going to be the same people buying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Wes, Spicer must be a little bit of an insider to know to put out this Revolver Rubber Soul book.
Right, because his books always come out
right around the same time.
Right. These Beatles going back to Pepper. He put the Pepper book out. We got the Pepper box set. So Bruce, yeah. No, a lot of people love Dark Horse, Beatley Tone.
Nothing wrong with Dark Horse. I think Dark Horse is a pretty decent record. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I think it's got some good stuff on it. I love Simply Shady.
Simply Shady. I mean, real good friend of the show, Owen Ling, thinks that Extra Texture is the best album George Harrison ever made.
Well, second best.
Second best. Second best album George ever made. Which, and after reading his book, George Harrison in the 70s, I listened to Extra Texture again, and I liked it better than what I thought it was. I still like 33 and a third better, than that. But I gained a new respect for it than after reading Owen's book.
Yeah, I know Extra Texture's not everybody's cup of tea there, Ollie, and I do think Dark Horse is a better record. Yeah. Okay. Somebody really loves me out there.
Yeah. Susan says she got notice today that from you discovered that the colored vinyl from McCall. So Susan got the colored vinyl of McCartney 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I haven't got the notice yet that my clear one has shipped yet, and I'll probably get that notice tomorrow.
Dylan, Extra Texture definitely exists. I'll give it that.
Beatley Tone, yeah, I think Far East Man is a really good song on there as well. Big fan of Far East Man.
Yeah, Robert S. Not many will agree with me, but I really like Is It He? Not a bad song.
Yeah. That's a closing track on Dark Horse, right?
It is. Yeah. Max says here, with George's albums, I think there'll be deluxe box sets, but they'll never do an Uber like All Things Must Pass being a one-off as far as Ubers go.
Yeah. I don't think they'd do another crate.
No.
Yeah.
Love that track, You though. I love You.
Oh, I'm a big fan of You. I mean, and that came back. That came from the All Things Must Pass.
All Things Must Pass sessions. Yeah. Absolutely. So what are we thinking? High in the Clouds will just be 2023 at some point?
Probably 2023. If we haven't really, I mean, information on that is really slow. I'm guessing 2023. We're still 2 years since McCartney 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2023, I would say. These animated things take a long time. Even if the music is done and ready to go for it, which I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of time. So.
Well, I don't agree, Dylan. I love you, but I don't agree. George's voice sounds worse on You than any other Dark Horse track.
No.
I respectfully disagree. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll agree to disagree on that one, my friend.
More crates coming. I think he's in fine voice on You, which I think he was supposed to give to. Wasn't he supposed to give that to Ronnie Spector or something?
Which one?
You.
No, Ronnie Spector just got Try Some Buy Some.
Try Some Buy Some. Yeah.
Yeah. If she was supposed to get another one, I'm not 100% sure on that. Maybe that's possible that she was supposed to get You as well. But yeah, You was on his greatest hits.
Right. You was on his greatest hits, which is half Beatle tracks, which is still one of the biggest disgraces of all times. With Beatles solo albums.
But when you look at it, though, he really didn't have. If you're going to call it his greatest hits, okay, he didn't really have a lot of singles. He didn't have enough singles to fill a greatest hits.
Not about pulling out album tracks from multi.
Exactly. So you wouldn't want to call it the greatest hits then. Maybe you would call it the best of George Harrison or something like that. Because again, he technically had enough for 1.5 sides. If you want to,
they don't even put Isn't It? They didn't put Isn't It a Pity?
Isn't It a Pity? Exactly.
That should have been on there.
Right, and that was a double A side.
Yeah. 2 years since McCartney 3. I thought it came out every 2 weeks. Well,
no. There's still 2 or 3 McCartney 3 colors coming. So sit tight, Bob.
Thank you, Pauline. I knew Ronnie.
There you go. See,
I knew Ronnie was involved with the track somehow. You was written for Ronnie Spector and recorded during the All Things Must Pass sessions, and she recorded, but was rejected by Phyllis. Yeah, I knew Ronnie.
There you go. Okay. Thank you, Paulina.
Thank you, Paulina, the angel of music.
Yes.
Bob says it's terrible. They did. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolute disgrace. When Ringo's got one, but again, Ringo had more singles coming out of the gate.
He had more hits. George had 2 number ones, but by 73, Ringo also had 2 number ones.
Right.
And he had more top 10 hits than George.
Yeah. Yeah. Susan says when You came out, I'm surprised Ronnie's voice came out of nowhere, but I think I heard later she had recorded it. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a good track, but going back again from All Things Must Pass. Let's see. You still have to get the McCartney 3 in a color that only bees can see. Tom's got that. Maxwell asks, do we think Mac is going to release a box of his 5 classical albums?
No, I don't think there's the market for a box set for his classical stuff. The CD, you can still find the CDs. And plus one of them is not on vinyl. Only 4 of the 5 are on vinyl.
Yeah. Here we go. I've started saving for 2023. Half speed.
There you go. Good point, Beatley Tone. Yes.
Ever Speedway, Ben on the Run, Material World, Ringo, Mind Games for the ultimate mixes, and maybe something for the celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Red and the Blue albums. Yeah, what that could be, who knows?
Yep, good point, Tone. Yeah, exactly. We're going to get 2 half-speed masters next year, possibly, but maybe he might push Band on the Run to
at the end of the year,
2024, kind of like he did with Wildlife, because Wildlife was
the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Beginning of this year. Maybe we'll get Retro Speedway early in the first quarter. Who knows? Dylan CV says, thank you, Oliver. Thank you. Dylan says he must run. Good to see you. Tom, text me when you get your blood test back. This rash. I definitely agree with you. 1973 is probably my favorite year in popular music. All the music I like. I think 73 is probably the best year of music.
You have me to thank for that because that was the year I was born. So
and my partner was born in the same year, so thank God for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's see. Robert S says he's deferring his retirement to 2024 so he can afford 2023. Good.
Oh, very good, very good. Yes, Paulina, when we worry about no MoFis. No MoFis, no Mo.
I never worried about MoFi to begin with. Never bought one in my life, and
you never got a MoFi before?
Nope.
No MoFis whatsoever, huh?
No desire.
Really?
I have no desire for any mobile fidelities. I might have one. I might have one or two in my collection as as an out.
I do have the Mind Games.
You have the Mind Games, yeah.
Yeah. Which I think this was released before all of the digital hoopla that they're going.
But is that the 2002 mix?
This is 2004. So yeah, it would probably be 2002 copyright. Remix. Yeah, this is the 2002 mix.
See, that's worth having because the 02 remixes are awesome, especially the Mind Games mix remix from 2002. Absolutely incredible. Love that remix.
So this sounds terrific. But again, I don't know if it's before 2015, and that's when they supposedly started putting in that digital step in their process.
Right.
But
listen, I wasn't born in 1973. I just know it was a great year of music.
Yeah. That was also what Madman and Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
No, just Goodbye. Madman
just
71.
Goodbye was 71. Okay.
Madman 71.
Okay.
You got Red Rose Speedway, Band on the Run, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Dark Side of the Moon, Quadrophenia. Led Zeppelin, Houses of the Holy. Tremendous year. Living in the Material World. The Beatles, Red and the Blue album. The Beatle nostalgia starts firing up again in '73 with the Red and the Blue albums. Love that year. Ali says the 2000 remixes, they were very loud. Don't Shoot Me came out.
There you go. Okay, so there was two for Elton in '73.
Yes, Don't Shoot Me at the beginning of the year, great album. And Goodbye later at the end of the year. Recorded in 2 weeks, folks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Goat's Head
Soup. There you go. You got Stones. You got an average Stones record there. I never thought that was one of their best.
Yeah.
Wes officially became a teenager in '73. It's amazing. That's awesome. What a time, man, for music. Just that whole. I always said probably 68, even though 67 was pretty phenomenal. 68 to 73, 4, 5-ish. Right around that time might have been the best.
Why can't you say 65?
What's wrong? Yeah, 65. But because I'm not really, I'm not interested in a lot of the music that came out in that time. There's some other good albums, but I don't think. But there wasn't a big, dash. A big rush of great albums. Maybe starting at 68, 70, 67, 68. You got these amazing, amounts of great records
in a short amount of time. Yeah,
in a short amount of time. Yeah.
Intervision, Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Stevie was on fire in that period.
Yep. Oliver mentions the album near and dear to my heart, Tales, 1973, their best. Oliver, I agree with you. Robert S., I did see your Elton tour video. I'm glad you enjoyed him at MetLife. Hope you didn't sweat too much. I had a chance to go free, having seen Elton twice in February and March. I skipped, but I'm glad you got to see him, and I did see your video. Nice job.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yes. In November.
Yeah, so it's just thinking about it now, it's just the thought of turning 50 next year is just really, I don't say it's messing with me, but it I'm not afraid to turn 50. It is just a number, but it is just, sometimes it's just where did all this time go? It felt like last year I was 20, I was in my 20s. You know what I mean? It just feels like time has gone by so quickly. Super Friends. There you go, Brad. I love me some Super Friends.
The days are long, but the years are fast.
Yes. Wait till 60. There you go, Tim. How you doing, buddy?
You got a ways to go for that, Tim Allen. Hello, Tim.
Yeah.
Nice to see you on here.
Nice to see you. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I always love, whenever I make playlists, I always pick stuff from '73. That's just, you get so much to choose from. In that year, Chicago's album, Chicago 6, I think, was out in '73.
Good stuff. Yep.
That's right. That's right. So.
Oh well, Nick, happy birthday to you, buddy. 59 tomorrow.
Happy early birthday, Nick.
Yeah.
Love that picture of Paul with the bass.
Yep. There you go.
Hand being blocked out. Max, did we ever get the box of Vision for Beatles and Lennon? I know what he means. They were housed. There were boxes to house the box sets. I never got them. Tom, did you?
No.
Yeah, I did not. I know what he means, and they were very nice. They were just boxes to hold.
Hold the CDs or cassettes or okay.
The CDs for the vinyl. No, for the vinyl.
Okay.
And they were very nice. They came with a book too. But I did not get the box of Vision. Rob says, stop having birthdays, just having anniversaries of your 29th birthday. See, it's what I've been doing for 20 years. What I've been doing for 20 years.
All right. Okay.
Keeps you young.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Keeps you young. So we'll do one more of these before I travel to Chicago next week. So we'll go live again next week, and then we'll do a whole bunch of activity on our channel when I'm out in Chicago with just me, with Kit. Also going to link up with Tom at certain points over that weekend. Maybe try to grab some guests in the lobby and sit down and talk to Tom and me and the guests and the guests. So we're going to be very busy on our channel that weekend.
Yes. Susan. Yes. Well, 70. That's wow. Yeah. So you're 20 years older than me.
But you're young at heart, Susan, and that's what
counts. That's what counts. So hopefully next week, Andy, you'll know exactly what you'll be doing panel wise, and then you can let everybody know what's coming up with you while you're there. And okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Brian, how you doing? Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, we'll know our schedule for the fest, as Kid mentioned at the top when she was on. So wherever I'll be speaking on a panel, we'll talk about it next week. Hopefully the schedule will be released by then, and I'll share you what rooms I'll be in and what panels I'll be speaking on with Kit and various other folks that we're doing the podcasting stuff with. So very, very, very excited about it. It's been a long summer, and I've never been to Chicago, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for you for being able to do all of these panels, which they're exciting. You finally get to speak your mind on a lot of these topics, and they're important. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love it. So, but this weekend we won't have like a real actual show, but I'll probably do a video for my recent purchases. I know Andy's gonna do another one soon. We did schedule. Let me see if I can get one of his books right here. Here it is. We did schedule our interview with author John Blaney, who's got the songs he was singing books. This is the four volume. Andy, you got the 1 volume with that and with the John book as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So that'll be coming soon, and then also we got the show with your dad, which was a lot of fun doing, and we just talked a lot about his Beatles story, and we talked
first generation Beatles fandom and how that was, buying records at the time when they came out, which was a cool perspective to hear my dad's take. And we're going to drop that the Saturday that I'm in Chicago. So we recorded that already. So we'll have that as well. So we'll get Blaney recorded as well. So we have some good content coming.
Yep. Yeah. Right. 82 years old. Ringo on stage doing jumping jacks. Yeah. I mean, hopefully we can do that. Okay. There's Tom letting us know you was not recorded during the All Things Must Pass session. It was recorded in February '71 with all the Ronnie.
Okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Yes. But wasn't it demoed though? Isn't that on the
Pretty
the All
sure
Things
it's
Was
demo.
Past box?
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
Right.
It is demoed on that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this guy right here, Jay Bergen, he's going to be at the fest as well. You know, so Andy, you'll get to let him know how much you enjoyed the book here.
Yeah,
and,
fascinating.
Yeah.
Did you start reading yet, Tom?
Not yet. It's just been too crazy right now.
You've been too busy buying Brazilian and Mexican EPs.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Allen. There you go. Tom.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. But the Mexican EP that's coming is really cool because it merges two singles. It's got the High Sea Moon single with the Mary Had a Little Lamb and Little Woman Love. So it combines the two. So pretty cool. But yeah, so really the last thing I need on actual vinyl for album wise is rushes and then I can slow down a little bit.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So, but anyways, so yeah, so thank you everybody for popping in. We'll stick around for a couple more minutes here. We'll make it a full hour, and then we're gonna get on with our lives.
Yeah, Nick mentioned something. I saw that on the Mal Evans Facebook page.
Right.
There was some big news dropping in this, coming next week. What that'll be, who knows? But that's obviously in the that book, and of course, we saw the artwork finally for the McCartney Legacy. That got released.
That's right. That's right. Our friends Alan Cozen and Adrian Sinclair released the cover.
The cover artwork for the McCartney Legacy.
Cover artwork.
Boy, we should just do an unboxing and go live when we get that.
Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait for that book. And now it's December 10th, maybe. I forgot.
I'll read that thing in a whole weekend.
I know you will.
I'll lock myself in a room for the whole weekend to read the whole thing.
Ali, a lot. Let's just say that. It's between. I'll tell you what, Ali. Between Rushes, Twin Freaks, and the first couple classical albums, Oratorio and Standing Stone, those are generally the more expensive of Paul's albums if you want to find them on eBay. Yeah. So Beatly Tone, thank you for popping in. It was great. Yeah. God, it's 1 a.m. there. So yeah, get some rest. And everybody, if you haven't checked out Beatly Tone's Beatles channel, please do and subscribe. He's got some really good stuff in there. I do want to talk also about our friend Beat Bailey. He's on Instagram and he just started his new YouTube channel called Beat Bailey. And he's a massive McCartney and Beatles collector. He also collects the other three as well. Big collector.
Great collection. I love seeing his posts.
Right. So check out his channel as well. He just started I think earlier this week. But yeah, thank you. Hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We love
Robert
you guys.
Robert S. We will do an unboxing when that book comes. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And anything else that comes out in the next 4 months.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do an unboxing when I get the trilogy box and vinyl. No, not yet. I've seen it at Oliver. I've seen that 100 times at the record stores when I go there. I see that, but I never pick it up. But I know what you're talking, Oliver. But I'll have to get it eventually. So, but everybody out there, thank you very much for joining us. Andy, what's going on with you? You're going to be doing any new videos anytime soon?
Before the fest, probably not, because I've got to get ready for, to present and see what panels I'm going to be on, and I've kind of got to get my ducks in a row with that paperwork and stuff. I don't think I'll have any new content on my own channel, Andy's Music Vault, between now and the fest, but because the fest and Two Legs is my priority right now. and keeping our stuff fresh and our content real on this channel. So there'll be more videos, more proggy stuff coming. Probably before the end of the month, I'll have that episode on Genesis up on my channel, on my own channel as well. But other than that, no, it's smooth sailing now, and time to enjoy the rest of the summer and really get ready for Chicago. Ralph asks, am I going to visit any record stores when I'm there? I don't think I'm going to have any time, Ralph, but if I have time, I'm going to try.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I visited quite a few record stores when I lived in Chicago. So they're there. There's some really good ones. There were some really good ones there when I lived there. I don't know if they're still open or not. Hopefully they are, and I'm sure they're doing great business right now. So, but yeah, if you get the opportunity, Andy, try to see if you got one close by to where you are. So we will see you guys live next week. Hopefully I'll have the McCartney trilogy vinyl set to show you guys. Brendan actually I heard Spies Like Us on the radio today. That is awesome.
Ooh.
What do you do? And Troll one more time. Thank you, Troll, for being here. We really look forward to seeing the Trolls here. So thank you. Rob, great seeing you. As always, Tim. Good seeing you guys, Susan, Oliver, everybody that showed up, our buddy Ethan. We're always thinking of you, my friend.
Dylan Seaton, thank you.
Yeah, Dylan. We got Nick. We got Tone. We got Rob. We got Paulina, Punk Guy, Evan, Brad, Nick, Bob.
And of course, thank you, Kid O'Toole, for coming on for a few minutes.
Yeah, thank you for Kid O'Toole, Max Edison, and always good to see you guys, Steve. We will see you next Wednesday, and hopefully we'll have some stuff to show you then. So everybody take care. As always, have a great day and a beautiful night. Peace.
Peace out. See you all soon. Thank you.